Hi everyone and welcome back to Nasidyanka. This is episode 3 out of 4 where I talk about the most recent history concerning the last few centuries of Bulgaria and more so the Bulgarian Orthodox Church's role in preserving national as well as pious faith-based consciousness of the people, preserving their identity and meaning for life. So here we go. I will begin with the Bulgarian martyrs. As in last episode, I mentioned to you the fall of the Bulgarian kingdom under Ottoman or Islamic rule. So there were many Bulgarian martyrs that came out during the tortures and slaughters during the 5 centuries of the Ottoman rule. Again, during this time, the Bulgarians gave many people, many of whom have been canonized saints, martyrs who died for the Orthodox Christian faith, as well as families and national consciousness. Some of those, though not all of them, because their number exceeds, are the following. Saint George of Kratov, his year is recorded as 1515 AD. Saint Sophrony of Sofia, again 1515 AD. Saint Nicholas of Sofia, 1555 AD. Saint Terapont of Sofia, 1555 AD. Saint Bishop Vissarion of Smolensk, 1670 AD. Saint Damascene of Gabrovo, 1771 AD. Saint Zlata of Maglen, the year recorded for her is 1795 AD. Saint Onufrius of Gabrovo, 1818 AD, and so forth, whose names are only known to the Most High. Many of the Bulgarian monasteries opened at that time so-called cell schools. During that terrible and tragic time, there was so much oppression that they actually did everything in their power to provide enlightenment and, like I said, motivation to the people. So those were also opened in a number of Bulgarian villages, such as Tryavna, Vraca, Gabrovo, Sofia, Plovdiv, Samokov, Kalofer, and so forth. You can see the activity and the motivation of the Bulgarians for liberty and freedom. They developed and provided the Bulgarian people with religious education as well as patriotic activity, national self-identity and awareness. The goal of this activity was, of course, the liberation from the Ottoman political rule. In this regard, Saints Paisi of Hilendar, 1722 through 1773, with his writing that's been entitled Slavic Bulgarian History, as well as Bishop Sophrony of Vraca, his year is 1739 through 1813, and many others who were later canonized saints by the Bulgarian Church, contributed greatly. You can see how many spiritual people have affected in a positive and beneficiary way our spirit. These, along with a number of other ardent religious educational workers, sought to contribute to the political freedom, which is a guarantee for the full and complete expression of an individual and the state as a whole. After a tedious, steadfast, and decades-long struggle of the Bulgarian people within the church, the Bulgarian Exarchy was established in the year of 1870 AD. The liberation of the Bulgarian people from the Ottoman yoke came in 1877 through 1878 AD. The Bulgarian Exarchy turned out to be the ecclesiastical political focus that sublimated the quintessence of the religious and communal in the suffering Bulgarian ethnic consciousness. It inspired the Bulgarian people with strength and courage in its quest for freedom. In this regard, the role of the Bulgarian Exarchate is universally recognized and valued. So here is something to mention. Bulgaria never imposes orthodoxy. I know that this may surprise many nowadays foreign Western people who have developed grudges against Christianity, but I think that this is paramount to notice, as a country that has preserved the original Christianity, old and traditional as it is, Bulgaria never imposes orthodoxy on other religions or any people. So Bulgaria today, in addition to the Orthodox Christians in Bulgaria, who are about 85% of the believers, there are also non-Slavic Bulgarians, such as Armenians, Catholics, Protestants, with all of their sects and varieties. There are also other religious Bulgarians, such as Jews and Muslims. There are also other religious communities, such as the spiritualists, Danovists, Theosophists, and so forth. And more recently, like Baha'is, people who follow Krishna, Scientologists, and others. It is worth noting, however, the indisputable fact that both in the past as well as nowadays, the various religious communities in Bulgaria, both Christian and non-Christian, coexist relatively peacefully with each other, without coercion, without religious confrontation, nor hostility. This does not mean that the Orthodox Christian Church or people who are the traditional and most popular religion compromise with their faith. On the contrary, we allow everyone to accept and profess their faith. However, when this is done in a peaceful manner. Now, there have been some religions that do arise at the expense of our religion, and they cause insults, faith-based insults. In this case, our Holy Orthodox Church properly stands in defense of the Bulgarian Orthodoxy. And you know what, guys? This is appropriate because no one should insult nor enforce on another. Another undeniably important historical fact related to the fate of the Jews in Bulgaria during World War II must be remembered, as much has been written on this subject. Although recently, this historical fact has been exploited just once again. The truth is that the factors that led to the preservation of Bulgarian Jews during World War II, from the deportation to the death camps, are different and various. They have various degrees of importance. So it should be noted with dignity that the Bulgarian Orthodox Church, in the person of her prominent elder clerics, such as Metropolitan Stefan of Sofia, Metropolitan Neophyt of Vidin, Metropolitan Kirill of Plovdiv, and others, contributed greatly to the saving and the preservation of the Jews. Our church did this for purely humane Christian reasons. With this, I'm ending episode 3 out of 4. Again, please stay tuned because in episode 4, I'm actually going to clarify an important controversy regarding the Bulgarian history in the Orthodox Church, and how the world disregards Bulgaria with regards to her autocephaly. So I'll talk about this in episode 4. Stay tuned, and thank you for making the time to join me at Nasedyanka. Goodbye.